If you're a first or a second year medical student, the biggest advice I can give you is to pick a direction, pick a specialty, and stick with it for as long as it interests you. Even if you have no idea what specialty you want to go into, that's fine. Join your medical school societies, go to talks, go to conferences, engage with the specialties as early as you can to identify where your interest lies. Because assuming that you want to be a doctor long term, at some point you will have to apply for training. And assuming that you want to go straight from F2 into a training program, you will have to apply for those jobs not long after you graduate. And you will need a portfolio to make those applications. And the sooner you start building your portfolio, the easier your life will be later. Especially when you're a foundation doctor and you suddenly have to work a full-time job whilst trying to accrue points for applications. And I know for a fact that some people are going to come into these comments and say that you have to be inherently privileged to even think about doing anything outside of your medical degree and studying for your exams. And I do agree to an extent. And I'm saying this because I have friends who have faced significant hardships throughout medical school and they have still managed to build some sort of portfolio alongside their degrees. And yes, just because I know people who have anecdotally managed this does not mean that everyone can. And I appreciate that. Your priority should absolutely be passing your exams and graduating medical school. But the reality is that once you do graduate, if you want to continue to be a practicing doctor in the UK, apply for core training, higher training and consultancy, your medical degree no longer means anything because everyone else you're competing with for those jobs also has one. They're all doctors. And I don't mean to say this to scare you at all. My time at university has been some of the best years of my entire life. Granted, I've been at uni for just over a third of it. But the sooner you start thinking about what you're going to do after you graduate, and I don't mean foundation training, I mean after F2. The sooner you think about that future and start preparing for it, the more time you have to do so and the less stressed and more comfortable you will be. No one really told me this when I started medical school and I wish they had, so I'm passing it on.